Welcome back, everybody. I am Outer Space Gaming, and as you guys can see, we're doing another Funko Pop unboxing. Now, if you guys have been tuning in to the previous unboxings, you guys would see that the last couple of times have not been super great. The first time I came back after a while of not opening any boxes, we really didn't get a whole lot that was good. But in the last one, we ended up getting the Doughboy, which was kind of like the focal point, I guess, of the video. Not only because of the value, but just because of the reference, which I really appreciate the references. I kind of like those the most. I actually have a few of them in my own personal collection that I really enjoy. And I'm really hoping that in this one we get at least, I mean, there's 4 here, and then we have 2 in these, so I'm hoping for at least like 3 references that I am familiar with. Just because, like I said in the last video, it does make it a little bit easier to connect with them, and it makes it a little bit easier to talk about them. But we will see. So, looking at these now, the prices aren't too crazy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the prices on these aren't super amazing. But the pops themselves do look quite cool. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to get into each one of these individually. We're going to go over the figure itself, as well as maybe some detail and stuff, and then we'll go from there. So, I guess starting off here, we have, oops, sorry about that, the light is like right here next to me. So, the first one we have here is Madam Hell, which is from Infinity Warps. I don't know what that is. But it looks kind of cool. It's kind of a cool looking figure. She's all green and black and stuff, and she looks like she has a Punisher symbol on her chest. I don't actually know what this is from. I've never heard of Infinity Warps before. And there is no thing on here that says like if it's like an icon or television or movies or anything like that. So I actually have no idea what this is referencing. I've never seen this before. But it does say it's from the Marvel Universe. Oh, you know what? These are the crossover ones. Yeah, so if you take a look on the back here, you guys will see that it's actually 2 Marvel icons fused together. So, like this one, for example, is Iron Hammer, which is Iron Man and Thor. Man, so if I had to take a guess, it looks like, just based off of the name and the appearance, which you guys can see it in its entirety right here, it looks like it is Thor's sister, which was from the standalone Thor movie, and somebody else. I'm not actually sure who this other person is, but kind of cool. I do like the color scheme on her with the black and the green. It looks really nice. That's pretty cool. I think we've gotten those before where they were like combined. I don't know if I have them, any of them, but I think maybe I had like a Venom or something like that. A Venom infused with something else. Pretty cool. That one says it's worth $8, by the way. Sticky note, which we will be verifying towards the end of the video. Moving on to the next one. This one's a little bit cooler. This one is actually Art Series Pop, and it's Batman. So it looks kind of like the Joker went crazy on Batman while he was like passed out at a party or something and kind of graffitied all over him, and that's what this figure looks like. So it's got Force of Good written on the forehead there. Pretty cool. And this one is a Target exclusive, as you guys can see by the sticker here. It looks pretty cool. I really do like the blue and the yellow paint scheme, as well as kind of like some of the, like I said, graffiti style to it, like smearing and stuff like that, and it's not all straight edges and everything, so it's pretty nice looking. There, you guys can see it from the side, and the ones in this collection are just various other Batmans painted in various other ways, only giving them as versions 1 through 4. But yeah, very cool. I do like that one quite a bit. That one looks really nice. And it says this one's sticky note is $16, which again we will verify as well. And now moving on to the next one here, it is Peacemaker. So I never actually saw the series Peacemaker. Uh, but I did see him in Suicide Squad, which he is played by John Cena. And I thought his character was pretty cool. He's like more of like a gritty Deadshot maybe, or like even Batman in a sense, without minus all the money and stuff. Because his superhero abilities are basically just like being a prominent war figure, I guess you could say, as opposed to actually having like superpowers where he could fly or shoot lasers or all that other stuff. And this one also is with Eagly. I'll show you guys here on the side. And I'm trying to keep the camera in focus here. I don't know why it's not maintaining a decent focus, but trying to work on it as I'm going through all these with you guys. And yeah, everybody on the back there, like I said, I've never watched the show. I didn't even know this guy had like a dedicated pet eagle. But he is the Peacemaker, which is kind of like heavily stereotyped American militant, which I think is kind of where they got the whole idea, like the whole premise for this guy. So it kind of makes sense that he would have an eagle there as a pet. Um, but yeah, pretty cool. I do like John Cena as the Peacemaker. He is pretty cool. Again, like I said, he is kind of like a gritty character. So they're not shy to stray away from gore or anything like that in that series. And he does actually kill people, unlike Batman and everything like that. So you think he's pretty cool. Like I said, I haven't watched him though, but from what I have watched, he is pretty cool. Now moving on, we have Red Guardian from Black Widow. So basically, it just looks like Captain America with a different paint scheme. I don't actually know the story behind this, behind Red Guardian. Again, you can kind of see he does also have a shield. I don't know if this is supposed to be, um, a Captain America, or if it's like a different country's Captain America or something. Because he's all red. Maybe Russian or something. But he does have stars on him as well. I am very unfamiliar with the lore behind the Red Guardian, simply because I've never seen Black Widow. But it looks pretty cool. I do like the fact that he's got that beard with like a little bit of white on the bottom. So clearly he's an older gentleman, as you guys can see right there. And the detailing in this figure is actually really good. They have a bunch of so they have red. So in this side picture here, you can see that the paint on the figure itself is quite clean cut, pretty immaculate, like brand new clothes almost. But then when you go to the figure itself, you can kind of see like accents of silver, more clearly in like the helmet here. So it doesn't look like that's supposed to be like a symmetrical decal on the helmet. It looks like it's actually supposed to be wear and tear, which is pretty cool. Kind of strange that they don't show it on the actual graphic on the side, but regardless, it does look pretty cool. And yeah, just an overall really nicely done figure. Really not a whole lot to say because, like I said, I've never actually watched Black Widow. I don't plan on it either. I don't really care, to be honest with you, but yeah, that is pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, guys, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but this is another Poppin' Beats, a mystery box. So Poppin' Beats, if you guys are watching this, this one's a pretty good one so far. A lot of like Marvel and DC references here, and because of you can see my tattoo and everything here, I am no stranger to that, and it is certainly something that I appreciate, or that I like, rather. So, moving on now to the mystery grails here. We have two of them, like I said earlier. And before I get to the pop, I do like to show the different things that come inside of the box here, which is candy. So it always has the candy, 2 Tootsie Roll Pops. And then we also have our scratch-off ticket, which I will be scratching off for you guys and showing you what we get. But before we do all that, I am going to show you guys the figures, which this one is a very, very old one. It is Lola Bunny from Space Jam. So, yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, Space Jam is a very old movie, obviously about basketball and everything. However, the twist on this movie is that not only is Michael Jordan in it, I do believe it's Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan is in the movie and he's playing basketball with these other cartoon characters. So like Bugs Bunny, Lola Bunny, Daffy Duck is in there. I think Tasmanian Devil as well. Um, and yeah, they just basically play basketball to save their souls or something like that. I think is like the main premise of it. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've heard of Space Jam. I know they did like a reboot of it not too long ago, or like a remaster, reboot, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know if it was received well by fans or anything like that. I personally am not a fan of this. Was way before my time, but it was an enjoyable movie to watch as I got older. Yeah, Lola Bunny. She is very nice. It's kind of weird looking though because she's off center in the plastic. So like in the actual plastic that holds her in place, she's actually like way far out that way instead of, being like center with the box. So it does look very strange. Um, and I don't know, maybe this is the newer one because it also says a new legacy. I don't think Space Jam had any pretext or post text after the main title, so I don't actually know if this is from the reboot, but I guess it really doesn't matter because oh, it is from the reboot because look, we got LeBron James instead. So yeah, there are the other characters: Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and then obviously Lola. But Taz was in the old ones and stuff, and I'm pretty sure it was Michael Jordan. But this one obviously is going to be the reboot, which is LeBron James, and yeah, kind of cool. Very interesting. Again, I haven't seen the rebooted Space Jam, just because some things in life when you experience them for the first time, instead of kind of chasing that same experience again, you know, it's probably better to leave it how you remembered it as a kid. Because some things you think you remember fondly, and then you go to rewatch it again, or you go to replay a game, and it's just not the same, and it kind of like sours the taste that you remember from when you were younger. So, as far as Space Jam, I'm gonna let that one be a memory. I don't think I'm gonna be watching that anytime soon, but just keep that in mind with most things in life, guys. Anyways, going on to the next figure is My Hero Academia. We have gotten a few My Hero Academia Funko Pops in the past. Obviously, this is an anime, so it's from animation. And this guy is named Overhaul. Now, as I've said, every single time I get a My Hero Academia Funko Pop, or really any anime, except for like the main ones like Pokemon or like Dragon Ball Z, or anything like that, Yu-Gi-Oh even, I don't really know a whole lot about them because I do not watch anime. I'm a big fan of anime. Not that I don't like it, it's just I don't watch it because it's not something that I'm particularly fond of. But this guy is looking quite interesting nonetheless. He looks like a duck. Here, I'll show you guys what he looks like from the graphic here. So yeah, he's got this giant contraption on his face. I don't know if that helps him breathe, or if it like amplifies sound when he speaks, or what the deal is with this guy. But he's definitely quite weird looking, and it looks like that seems to be a reoccurring theme with a lot of these characters, or just a few that I see here on the back with the stuff covering the mouth. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it makes him look cool or something. I'm not sure if it has any perks to it, but it's definitely really big. It looks almost like he's got like a cup, like a sports cup on his face. So maybe he just got done uh doing some laps around the field, and he's like, you know what, I gotta air this baby out. I'm starting to get some water poolage in my cup. So maybe that's what he's doing. I'm not entirely sure. But it's really weird looking. Very strange. And again, he looks like a bird. So maybe he's got like a bird bill underneath there. I have no idea. But anyways, cool figure nonetheless. Not really my thing. But these are kind of my thing, I guess, maybe. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take these scratch-off tickets. I'm going to scratch them off, and we're going to see what we win. Alright, you guys. So I got these tickets scratched off here. And I'm getting the camera focused in here. Let me actually move my microphone as well. And yeah, you guys can see here that each of these are only 200 tokens. However, they were both very close to winning their own thing here. So We have two mystery grail boxes here at the bottom, and then we have two grails with question marks at the top. So very close to getting some special stuff, but unfortunately, because there were not a matching pair of three, we only got the equivalent of each of these pucks, which those ones are equivalent to 200 tokens. Well, 2, 5, and 1,000 respectively, based on the amount of tokens. So we only got 400 tokens from this one, which is not amazing. It obviously is the lowest value that you can win off of these, but still kind of fun to scratch them off, I guess, nonetheless. Hopefully it doesn't make me a gambler or anything like that. But yeah, anyways, guys, we are going to be moving on to the final segment of the video now, which is going to be setting up each of these figures, getting them looking all nice and pretty, and then getting some prices down. So we're going to verify these sticky note prices to make sure those are all accurate, and then we're going to get some numbers for these guys. So I'm going to go do that right now, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, you guys, so I got all of the pops set up here, and I got all of the numbers down for each of these pops. So we're going to go over them right now. I'm going to start up here at overhaul, and then I'm just going to kind of work my way across like I'm reading a book. So, starting off, overhaul here, he is $8. Going now to Lola Bunny. Lola Bunny was $9. Going to Red Guardian. So Red Guardian was $16, so accurate to the post-it note here. Whoops. Going now to Madam Hell. Madam Hell was $8. So again, accurate to the post-it note here. Second to last, we have Peacemaker. Peacemaker was $10. And then finally, Batman here, the art Batman was $16. So all of the post-it notes here were accurate to what the current price of the pop is, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because, you know, it's the accurate price. It's what you would expect to get out of these if you were to sell them. But also it kind of does suck because they are all quite low valued pops. I am surprised that Red Guardian is 16. I'm not so much surprised that the art Batman is 16. But one of the more surprising ones was this Lola Bunny, and I think it's because it was from the reboot or whatever of Space Jam. It wasn't the original Space Jam. So that could be why this one, Lola, is only worth $9, but still cool nonetheless. I think overall this pull, as far as like the reference is concerned compared to the last one, is a lot better. But obviously the overall yield for the prices of all of these pops is quite a bit lower because we had the Doughboy, and Doughboy was like $30 or whatever. But yeah, that is everything that I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave the video a like. And if you guys enjoy Funko Pop unboxings or just live streaming video games and stuff, definitely check out my channel and subscribe if you guys enjoy the content you see there. And if you guys want to pick up one of these pops for yourselves or for a family member or a lover or anything like that, the link in the description below is where you guys will be able to pick up one of these figures, as well as other figures that I have unboxed in the past. So definitely go check that out. And yeah, that is everything that I have for you guys today. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day and take care. Peace.